with the new RP changes, I might enjoy boats a little bit more. So we'll take a look. We're gonna go in depth and look at all of these, just cause. Why not, right? Why not? So this is the MTB 1 series. Look at those. What are those? Vickers? Lewis guns. The Lewis guns. Look at those. Wow. So we got 4 Lewis guns, 2 mounted upside down on the bow of the ship. Is it the bow? The stern is the ass, right? I'm going to give you a stern ass whooping. Right? That's kind of what I mean. But we got quad levels on these Vickers. Fucking Lewis guns. I want to say Vickers. They're Lewis guns. And we got some weird things coming out of the anus of the ship. I can only presume these are mine layers. Maybe. Let's take a look at the Vosper 1 series. The 1.3 upgrade. We have a sleek looking ship, but the armament is down. And we supplement 2 Lewis guns with 2 torpedoes. Pretty spicy if you ask me. Take a look at the Vosper 2 series, which is similar, only it gets a 20mm Aurelican cannon, and we get 2 Vickers machine guns, finally, and 2 torps. Pretty good looking ship, not gonna lie. It's sleek. I like how it's shaped. What's good, rot it? Let's take a look at the Fair Malay. The Fair Mile. That's what I'm going to call it. The Fair Mile. AML 100. Bigger ship, I see. And, whoa, bud. You're pointing those Lewis guns at your captain. Better be careful. And this thing gets a 7.72mm. No, it's a 3-pounder. Why is that weird? The Lewis guns. The other ones were just saying Lewis guns. But it gets a 3-pounder on the back, which is solid. Let's take a look at the armor capabilities of that 47. Wow, 5 mils a pen. Solid boats. That's the 1.7 boat. We got the Mike Goes Boom 61 here. And, whoa, look at that. 40 mil in the back. Look at that 40 mil. That shit is out here. Does someone have a link to what's new in the dev server? Yeah, it's called twitch.tv/slickbee. We're on it right now. But, yeah, so we have the 40mm 2-pounder Rolls-Royce semi-automatic cannon. So before Rolls-Royce was making cars that you can't afford, they were making machine guns that don't do damage. Or Shut up, Slick. All right. Next, we have the Dark class. This thing, if this isn't good at 2.0, I don't know what it... Wow, it is actually dark. I didn't know that. Interesting. Well, this thing gets a 114 mil fucking howitzer. What is that? Look at that thing. They weren't joking. And then we have a nice 40 mil Bofors on the back. The dark side is really going to bring people to the dark side. Holy shit. Look at that. Who would have thought? We got a Chubb gun. Chubb gun at 2.0. Solid fucking game. Let's take a look at the Fair Mile B. This is the 2.0 version of the Fair Mile. Made famous. By sailing, I think. This thing's got some armament. Let's check it out. So we got a 3-pounder, which I can assume is this. We have a 20 mil. 2 20 mils. Wait. A double 20 mil turret and then a 20 mil here. And then we have Lewis machine guns right here. Non-water cooled, might you note. Not as cool. Not as cool. Let's back out of that. Let's take a look at the Isles class T285 at 2.3. This thing is a chub boy. Taller than it is, maybe like the LCS. The British LCS. Let's call it that. I'll coin that name. It's got a 4-inch Mark V cannon, which I can presume is that. We got double 20s in the back. Right? Or no? No, single 20. Double Lewis guns up front in their own pillars, which is pretty sick. Pretty sick. What's good, JJ? What's up, Jester? What up, Jack? How you doing, man? What's up, Dance? This is probably some sort of cargo ship converted for the war effort. We can only assume. Then we have the flower class at 2.3. Is it a nice tank? I don't know. Or ship? Maybe. It's flowery. What up, Dance? Thanks for the host. Appreciate it. But this thing is armed with a 102. Solid 102 cannon. That's got to be it. BL Mark. What is that? BL Mark 9. And then we have a 40 millimeter 2-pounder gun in the back. Looks like an automatic gun. Probably a decent rate of fire. And then we have two 20 mil turrets up top. Decent sized vessel. Looking like the business. Even though it's called the Flower, it's got some power. Let's go to Franz. What up, Barros? Tom, thank you for the host. Roger, thank you for the follow. Sanders, thank you for the follow. And Murray, how you doing, man? How are you today? Now we have another dark class. I'm excited for this one. The last one was pretty overpowered. This one's, although not very dark, but look at that gun. That gun looks straight out of fucking Terminator. Wowza. So we got an autoloader 40 mil Bofors, which is solid. And then we got 4 torps. This looks like my kind of ship. Something like, Love it. Love it. Next, we have the Fairmile D617 at 2.7. This thing has a nasty-looking 57 up front. Quad Vickers. And quad... no. So these are the 20s. It gets 20s in the back. I just can't read, you know. It gets torps, too. Pretty average-looking ship. I'm curious about this 57, though. It looks like it means business. That certainly looks like it means business. Is the hard style in the host notification new? Yeah, it is new. I think the sound, just when I'm playing music, you can never hear it. Now we had the mic goes boom. Now we have the slick goes boom. And let's take a look at this one. Of course, 76 mil in the front. Mean in business. Wow, they put that shit out there right up front. No gun depression problems on this bad mamma jamma. I think that's the 76 mil. One of these is a 76, one of these is a 40 mil. We also have, maybe this is the 76. Maybe there are 2 of the 20 mils. One's a 20, one's a 40. There's a 20. I couldn't tell you, actually. Let's X-ray it. So this is the 40 mil. This is the 76, which it gets. And this is the 40 mil. Okay, so there's 2 40s and a 76. We also have AA guns and 20 mil in the back. Solid for the British Navy. We have the Brave class. Let's play this one if you're feeling brave. I see torps exposed on the deck. That's a safety hazard. I'll tell you what. Shoot a torpedo, the whole ship's going up. But we have 2 40 mil Bofors on this one. And nice curvature architecture, I want to tell you. The rounded architecture really sells this one for me. It looks like I don't even know. It's just got a cool look. Nice curved. The designers on this one really knew what they were doing up top. And we also have 3 blowholes in the back for stowage, I would assume. We're going to put the bodies of all of the countless ships we encounter on the open sea. Next, we have the Fairmile D697. It looks like I already looked at this ship. I know I didn't, but it's pretty much more of the same. More torpage, more armor, more guns. We can only pursue. Glory holes. Does this one have them? No glory holes on this one. Minus 10 points, I would say, on the 697. But cool ship nonetheless. We have the Fairmile C312. And would you look at that? No glory holes. But we have some weird type of aperture in the back. Per common Rolls-Royce theme, they got to be weird with their guns. Let's take a look. So we have 2 40 mils. Wait, what? Yeah, 2 40 mils, but they're made by different companies. This is the 2-pounder 40 mil made by Rolls-Royce. Wait, no. I couldn't tell you, actually, which one's the QF, which one is the Rolls-Royce. This is the Rolls-Royce. So the Rolls-Royce gun is in the back. We got a business up front, luxury in the back. That's what I'm talking about with this ship. Also, 3 power plants that will definitely propel this thing going light speed. Solid. I know you're doing dev server coverage, but I got a big exploit for Ground RB. You can land airplanes at the Midway heliports and repair and return in the air? No fucking way, dude. I've never seen that shit. I actually do it every time I get the chance. But I appreciate it, and I don't think it's a glitch. I think if you can land on the helipad, power to you. Now, we have the Fairmile D601. More of the same. We got a... this actually looks way worse than the other ship I just looked at. Don't know why. It only gets two 20s and a 40 mil up front. Don't know why that is higher BR, but sure. And then we get the 332, which also doesn't look like it really belongs at this BR. I could probably wet this up with a Rambo, a bow and arrow, and maybe a couple mollies. I'll have this ship sink into the ocean in no time. But, you know, it's pretty sick. It's pretty sick. Oh, do the country's accent. Boy, say. Nah, fuck that. I can't do that. It's too early. It's not early, but you know what I mean. So now we have the Clemson class. The Clemson is a destroyer that near and dear to my heart. Really, I actually know this ship because I own one. It's in my backyard, and this ship, let me tell you, 4-inch on the front, all business up here. Look at that, 4-inch up front, all business, and in the back we got the party for the after-hour party, the 3-inch. You know what I'm saying? We got some torps, and they're actually in a 3-stack traversable torp disloading system. Torp loading system. It looks like you can only launch torps off the right side, but I want to say that Gaijin is going to allow you to launch torps off both sides. But that barrel, bad placement. I mean, you could have put that probably anywhere on the deck, but you had to put it there. Don't know why. It's my least favorite feature of the one I own. Now we have the G-Class H-89. Wow. Okay. They stepped their game up with this bad mamma jam. I'll tell you what. This is Dark Side times 2. We got 4 120 mil CPXI-X. They're probably like, that's Roman numerals, but we'll call it that. Spade's a spade. You have a 4-inch or 2. Welcome to the club. Welcome to the club. We have 2 Vickers 50 cals and 8 torpedoes in 2 quad stack torpedo disloaders. Disloaders? I don't know. Launchers, I guess, would probably be the appropriate name, right? But this is the real meat and potatoes of what we're grinding for, right? We want the destroyers. We want the big motherfuckers. And this is definitely a big motherfucker. Then we have the Tribal F-75. Oh, this thing is looking sleek. I tell you what. And this has 3 double-mounted 120 mil turrets. It has 2 102s and about 4 40s to boot. 2 double-stacked, or no, 2 turrets with 20 mils in them. And some 50 cals. That is got to be the 40s. Yep. So we have quad on the 40s. So 4 in 1 turret. A couple double caliber guns. Nice fuel tank in there. And if you want to ammo it, there it is. This is a real man ship. 100%. It definitely looks sleek as hell. It's got a nice displacement too. Big fan. No glory holes though. I'm a little suspect on that. Curious. And when you get shot down, you can actually hop into a Russian Tier 1 boat. Here it is right here. This is the Russian Tier 1 boat right here. So when this thing gets towards sinking, right, you have 2 Russian Tier 1 reserve ships at your disposal to fight the enemies off, which is pretty sick. Pretty fucking sick. Now we have the N class. Kind of elusive with that name, but whoa, baby. She ain't elusive nonetheless. We got the same armament of 120s, less flibber flabber in the middle of the ship, and we have more 40s, I want to say. No, it's the same 40 turret. It's just in a different spot. And then we have 6 20 mils somewhere on this ship. They're everywhere, I would bet. they're all over the place. Look, there's probably a 20 in the bridge. This guy's fucking sailing up there. Just overall looking like a good ship. Big old Mo. Big old Mo out here. I do got to say, all jokes aside, the Brits did make some good-looking ships. Now we have the Battle D14. This thing, again, looks like all business. We actually have staggered turrets, so they have better fire range. Or not fire range, field of fire, which is pretty tight. This gets two 4.5-inch turrets. Or wait. Two 4.5-inch double turrets, which I would assume are the front ones. Now the ones in the back, we'll just check, are 40 mil Bofors. We got some 40 mil Bofors here. We got a 4-inch right here. And then we have those two turrets up front. All business in the front, party in the back. That's how this shit works. Don't want to see this, and when you see this, it's already too late. But yeah, it's looking pretty sick. The only issue I have with this ship is they clearly didn't clean it. I don't know if it was sitting in like bad water or whatnot, but as you can see the algae building up in the hull, not a big fan of that. And if I'm going to play this ship, they need to address that seriously. Like algae on my ship? Come on, guys. 1.83 needs to be better than this. And last but not least, the HMS Enterprise. Fantastic looking ship here. Whoa. Let's just gander at this one. It gets a fucking... What does that mean? What does this mean? What right here does this mean? I need to know. I want you guys to go nuts for about a minute. Tell me what that means. What does that mean? I have no idea why some guns are inches and some are millimeters. I could only presume it's just to throw me off because I can't read. But can we fly this plane? I don't know. It has a scout plane. It's got the Kingfisher. Can we fly it? Is it a scout option? I don't know. We'll have to find out in the future. All I do know is it shows some potential. Now this ship's got a lot of turrets too. It's got a lot going on. So we got 150 mils in the front, 152 millimeter cannons in the front, which are pretty sick. A lot of 20s, I would say, on this. Yeah, a lot of 20s, about 12 to be exact. We got 152s on the side, 5 of them. 4-inch cannons. We got 3 4-inch cannons somewhere. Right in here. I mean, they're scattered about as well. Look at those. We got a 152 there. We got some 4 inches. And then we have a plethora of 20 mils all about for AA and stuff like that. How do you get access to the dev server? You have to spin around 3 times around your favorite picture of the lead developer. Now we have the premium. Ooh, we got a nice camo on the premium. The Haida. Not really going to go too much in depth. Ooh, we got numbers instead of a glory hole. I don't know how I feel about that, but numbers are definitely cool. Real good disruption camo, I would have to say. Pretty sick. And then we have the 5001 Fairmile D, also with camo. Ooh, looking pretty fucking wicked. I'll tell you what, this would be my go-to.